Hello everyone, Queasy here. And today we're trying something a little new, a new type of video, right? Today we'll be talking about Marciana Marine study and her skill kit basically, right? So we all know that she's an attacker, assault rifle, her skill 3, right? And she's iron gold. So her skill 1, emergency whistle as a passive, activates when entering full burst after this unit uses a burst skill, right? A burst skill, which is, well, we'll see, we'll take a look at that after. Affects one enemy unit with the highest final max HP. This skill would be good for Solar Raid, right? As it will just be one Rapture to be dealing with most likely. She brings a new status effect called Flag, right? It's a designated status effect. What it does, it deals 3,789.25% of final attack as additional damage. That is good to know because what be a big priority for Marciana's skills to be effective will be having a high final attack stat to capitalize on that effect of dealing this amount of damage, basically. Her second effect is when the target is alive. Well, that will always be the case for solar ray battles. Flagged would put well, not a new debuff, a debuff of 10.56% attack down for 10 seconds. That is really good for survivability of the teams, which I find is really good that they're doing that now. So okay, so what skill 1 works for both Solar Raid and normal campaign or Tribe Tower, especially what was she? I think she's Elysium or something like that. But it's the exact same skill, but when you neutralize the enemy unit. So it's just the same, it's just copy and paste the exact same skill, but once one enemy dies, it switches onto another enemy, and that's basically it. Last effect of skill 1 is that when you land 20 normal attacks against the target in high risk state, actually, it deals 152.68% of final attack as additional damage. So again, we want to have a high final attack stat to capitalize on this damage output that she gives up, right? This actually, no, okay, let's talk about that actually. I don't know how people will be using their overload gear on Marciana. I don't know if people will try to capitalize on that stat the most, where they will want to have increased ammo capacity to make that proc more times because with her base ammo capacity being 60, this skill only activates 3 times, right? Which I don't know. I mean, the reload time would make sense for it to work as well too, but like maybe having I don't know, like 100 capacity or higher might be a good idea to try. But that's what I was thinking. Maybe higher ammo capacity make this proc more time because there's not really because it's just a continuous thing. It's a continuous thing. Next skill 2. Let's take a look at that. So skill 2 is pretty big, but it just says that we're starting off. So when Marciana enters the battle, she starts off with 32.73 attack up continuously and it stacks up to 5 times, right? At the beginning of the match or round or whatever you want to call it, she starts off with 4 stats, right? That's important to know. What I don't know is how it works really, right? I don't know if each stack is 32.73%. If so, that would be insane if that was the case. Next part is that every time there are 3 or fewer raptors present, which is which falls on the category of solar ray being 1, for a period of 5 seconds, attacks affects herself. So she increases her attack by 32, well, the same percent as we see at the beginning here. and it's active to 5 times, right? This next effect is mainly for, again, campaign and tower, tribe tower mode, where there are six or more raptors present for a period of 1 second. Penguin emergency dispatch, right? What that does is it expends whistle stacks to attack raptors when there are six or more present. Cool. That's easy to understand. First effect deals 200 214.63%, 36% of final attack. So again, we need to have a high final attack for this to do good as additional damage, right? And effect two affects Marciana. The whistle stack goes down by one. Only activates when a rapture appears or is neutralized while there are five or fewer. Okay, so while there are five or fewer raptures affects herself, she increases attack, her elemental attack damage by 20% continuously, right? Remember that. Now, for her burst skill now, right? Which is 40%, which is 40 seconds cooldown, my bad. Elemental attack damage increases by 30.97% for 10 seconds, right? Attack also increases by 27.45% for 10 seconds. Cool. But what is really good that I find about this is that with her burst skill, she puts a defense down. And this defense down actually ties into her first skill. Because as we see here, let's take a look at this right now. Puts high risk target, right? And that ties into this skill. So activates after landing 20 normal attacks against the high risk target. So I think I'm really thinking that having more ammo capacity would help increase her damage for her burst skill to work better. That's what I'm thinking. I might give it a try and see how it works, but I think that's the way to go for Marciana, at least the way I might try, right? Because okay, this is for 20 seconds, right? Let's say we're going for 100, but 100 ammo capacity. So this will be hitting 5 times, right? 5 times. They didn't really give an example. 5 times, right? So, bam. Oh, well, I'll give it a try and see how it goes. I can't really see, but it lasts for 20 seconds. So, getting this and skill one to work in 20 seconds is the key to Marciana, I believe. Right? Yeah. And
Oh, please don't call me a penguin.
that's basically the skill kit for Marciana Marine Study here. So key things to note, high final attack damage. Yeah, just you just need to have a lot of attack damage, as much as you could, and she will prosper from having that. She's a selfish buffer and a good debuffer on top of that as well too. So this is a really good character to have. But yeah, that'll be it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one. Ciao.